Hello, it is time for this week's Yeah, you can relate. You've got a cab before, right, you little SOBs? Taxi drivers confess their sins. And we realised halfway through that it's not actually that relatable because no one catches taxis anymore. Unless maybe you're a grandma, I don't know. But everyone seems to catch this new Uber, as it's called. So we also had to do a rare 2-for-1 here. Taxi/Uber drivers confess their sins, and you know they will be mighty. You know those little sons of bitches that give you free lollies are gonna be cunts. Let's find out together. Let's get into it. Very excited to do it for this one. This is obviously a bunch of stories that we have collected from you that I've never seen before so that we all have fun together. And make sure that you put in your comments of what we ask you to do at the end of this video, which I also can't remember. So we are going to go into the comments now. Second drive from my first night driving as an Uber. I didn't know that your soul got sucked into the app. You're an Uber now. Picked up a literal goblin from the city. He was sweating or excreting green liquid. Was he? Is that humanly possible? I suppose you would have to be a goblin. Yeah, I mean, the story does check out. And it smelled similar to what I imagined the inside of an illegal sperm bank. This is amazing. It's like the most blue-collar jobs we've done have been the most descriptive. Except mechanics. You were all a bunch of dumb c***s. But, they'd like that. Regardless, quick 10-minute drive. I wonder where he wanted to go. Green Gotch, please. 4 minutes in, he began nutting a quick one out. Jeez, no wonder he smelled like a sperm bank. It couldn't even last 5 minutes. It's the Simpsons line of, can't you go 5 seconds without jacking off? How long was that? When I asked him what he was doing, Jesus, you really need those 5-star reviews, don't you? Excuse me, I can't help but notice that you're trying to ejaculate on the back of my head. When I asked him what he was doing, he just snarled and continued. Confirmed goblin. Isn't that an amazing response? When I got to the destination, he moaned. Oh, he's giving you that 5-star. And just got out without either of us exchanging any words. He didn't say any words the whole time. Glad he didn't ask to sit in the front. Wouldn't have been worth the $8. But in the back, money well earned. I was out driving for Uber and pull up to this house. Passenger jumps in, chat for a bit. Taking him to the airport. Now, this is in Rockhampton, Queensland. And he was very insistent on getting there ASAP. Anyway, drop him off, none the wiser. About a week later, I get a call from the police asking about a customer I had taken to the airport. Turns out it was Matthew Cox, who murdered his wife and was on the run from the police. Isn't it amazing that you had general chit-chat with Matthew Cox? What do you talk about? Yeah, so you watch that new serial killer documentary? Nah, that stuff's too gory for me. I don't know why we cut to a photo of him. I could have acted that character out. Look at him. Identical. Just put up a comparison shot. I should be one of those guys in the lineup. Turn to your left. I was promised a coffee. A gaggle of uni girls hopped in the back of my car. I didn't know that that's what that group was called. There you go, the more you know. They were causing the usual post-pre-drink ruckus. Pretty standard. Oh, we're all aware of what that gaggle sounds like. Turn it up, driver. Sorry, I'm getting post-traumatic stress. I never even had your job. All of a sudden, I heard one of them make a noise akin to a sneeze. I asked, all good back there? They replied, yeah, she just coughed. Dropped them off. Went to go get the next passengers, a young couple who had informed me that there was a small vodka cruiser bile puddle on my back seat. She just coughed. Fuck off. All that was set up, by the way. I offered a couple a spot up the front, and they're like, nah, we'll manage. Man, how much nicer are they than the gaggle? It's a 15-minute drive, so I think nothing of it. About 5 minutes in to the drive, I hear slurping sound. No. I say jokingly, you're not spewing too, are you? No. Turns out they decide the best place to give the bloke a gobby was my vomit-soaked back seat. Well, at least we know there's one man that would approve, the Goblin from the first story.
This series sucks. All the stories are tame. Nothing to get my rocks off.
I told them to stop. To which the bloke said, oh, come on, man. It's a horror short story. Your comment should be sold at Dimmick so a bunch of 15-year-olds can get it from their auntie and go, yeah, thanks. I simply said, would you want to clean up cum and vomit? He zipped it up immediately. Brisban is fucked. You're right. I've been a terrible backseat passenger. One time when I was driving Uber for a dude, took out a staple gun in the back of my car and proceeded to staple his pants to my car seat. Well, it's a different one, I'll give him that. And I've always wondered, what the fuck are staples even used for these days? Now we know. When I called the cops, he just started screaming about how I was trying to kill him and then demanded I pull over. And when I did, he jumped out of my car, leaving the nail gun and a small amount of his pants. It just tore off and stayed in the back of the seat. Dude, if I could, I would put as much effort as I did into interviewing Kevin Rudd for the first time to just sit him down in an expensive hotel room just to ask. So, just walk us through that. What was going on in your head? I wasn't attaching myself to the car. I was attaching a car to me. So it became the car. Fuck man, I don't know how. No idea what happened to him, but I pawned off the staple gun for like $20. So that'll help pay for the new seat cushion, I guess. Yeah, was $1,500, now only $1,480. It's true what they say, office work saves you money. Don't personally drive, but I work the phones. Oh, you're like that guy in that 70s show that's not called That 70s Show, but is a sitcom.
Taxi?
Yeah, that's the one. A driver once got asked to take a guy to a brothel, wait outside and take him home. I thought that'd be like 50% of fares. Old mate comes out about half an hour later, quite pissed off and demands to be taken to a better brothel. About $600 worth of driving around to various establishments with similar results. Fucking hell, what a picky, horny man. He finally drunkenly asked to be taken home, and when they got there, he tried to pay the driver another $1,000 to come inside and stay the night. The driver was into his 70s. How do you go to every brothel in the city and just be like,
Filth. No good stock in the entire city. Hey. I talk too soon.
I was driving taxis in Adelaide in 1996 to pay for uni. That's sick. How Ryan Gosling is that? One of his characters, not him. He has a much better life than that.
I drive to the airport mostly. Taxi driver. Wait, that's already a movie.
On a Saturday night / Sunday morning shift. Yeah, they're fucked hours, aren't they? No one should be working when literally everyone else on earth is having fun. friendlyjordies discovers the service industry and laughs at it. Fuck, I had a real YouTuber out of touch moment then, didn't I? What? 50% of jobs in society propping up the other 50% of rich cunts having fun? Why would you do that? I was offered a radio job, taking someone from a suburb to the airport at 4:30 a.m. There's so many of you cabbies, isn't there? There's so many cabbies on AM radio sitting there.
No, what?
It's a thing.
A radio job is just their radio.
Oh, right. This wasn't even planned. This is so amazing. I'm so removed from society that I can't even read comments about people that are in society anymore. Oh, something I can relate to. A job in the media, eh? What was the starting salary? 500-600 grand? Now, where were we? Ah, yes. Misinterpreting this man's shit life with a layer of exuberance. Let's continue, shall we? From the end of the cul-de-sac, I was hovering my finger over the accept button, considering whether to ignore my gut instincts about the job. It was accepted by another taxi, so I went about my normal Sunday morning, trawling for drunks in the city. What a sentence. What a sentence and what a king. That's Australia's version of World's Deadliest Catch. When I got back to the taxi depot at 6 a.m. shift end, the building was crawling with cop cars. The guy who took the radio job instead of me had been called to an unoccupied address, resident away on holiday. He was ambushed and shot dead with a heavy caliber handgun. No robbery involved. His car and cash apparently left untouched. What the fuck? Just a straight up Jesus Christ. So it wasn't a radio job. The taxi request was a meticulously planned setup for what other cabbies presumed to be or had heard on the grapevine to have been part of a gang initiation. Fuck me dead. Not a good choice of words. Where a prospective gang member was required to kill a random person, or maybe it was just a thrill kill. He had a wife and kids. The murder case remains unsolved to this day. Well, as always, that has been a very fun edition of Confess Your Sins this week. Hey, we just had a thought. We've only been collecting the ones of people who drive the taxis, and weren't they just a topsy-turvy adventure of all the emotions that one could possibly experience, eh? I'm guessing that you backseat drivers have some stories. Maybe we can find out who did that, hey? But probably not, though, but wouldn't it be a video? All right, we'll see you next. Jesus, fuck. Look, man, I'm very glad that you did that, but, I gotta eat too. Just clearly not as bad as you did in 1996. All right, I'll see you next time.
Well, he's gone, so go see his Adelaide show.
Yeah. That place. I want the guy at the end of this story to come see it.